Hi again, everyone, and welcome to my live video. Thank you all for joining. My name is Prin, and thank you so much for coming and watching today. How are you, everyone? I hope you're all doing well on this Saturday. So we'll get started soon, but we're just waiting for just a little bit more viewers, okay? Right. So if you're watching now, please say something. Just say hi. I have just said hi to you. Why don't you try saying hi as well? You can just type in the comments area, all right? So we have one here. Good morning, AJ Prin. Thank you. And good morning to you. Actually, it's almost midday, but still morning, yeah. Good morning, Par. All right. So we have some viewers coming in. And thank you for all the likes and all the hearts. And if you think this is going to be useful to anyone, please share this live feed. Okay. Hello, Pokon. Thank you for joining in today. So let me just tell you what we will be talking about today. Today is grammar, and we'll be doing a grammar quiz. And we'll look at pairs of words which may easily confuse users. Okay, so we'll be doing some questions where you have to fill in the blank in each sentence. And there will be two choices for each one, but the two choices are quite close together. Okay, so it may confuse some people. So please think carefully. Okay, we'll wait just a little bit more before we begin. I hope you can hear me well and you can see my picture clearly. If you can't hear me or if there's a problem with the picture or anything, please do let me know, okay? And for those who have just joined in today, we will be looking at grammar quiz. We'll be comparing two easily confused words, okay? We'll be looking at many words, so please stay tuned. And if you're watching now, why don't you say hi, all right? Or press the like button or maybe the heart button. And if you're enjoying this and maybe you have been watching this series for some time, don't forget to subscribe or press like on my page, okay? Right, so Pokon said, let's start. All right, so we'll now start by looking at our first question. Okay, so here is our first sentence. There is a blank here where I'm pointing with an arrow. Okay, and we have two choices. Now I think it will get more and more challenging, okay, as we move on towards the later questions. So let's start with something more basic. So here we have a sentence with a blank and two choices, worse and worst. Which do you think is the best answer? All right, so it looks like we have some more viewers coming in. Hello again, everyone. So if you have just joined, thank you for joining. And we're doing a grammar quiz today. We're looking at pairs of easily confused words. Okay, not just any pair. Okay, but we're looking at many pairs. All right. So now we are at our first sentence. There is a blank. So please choose which word is the most suitable. I'll give you some time. Looks like we have some answers coming in. We have B from Par, she's sure, and B from Pokon. Okay, I'll give you 1 more minute, all right? For those who are still watching and have just joined in, what do you think is the best answer to this question? What should you write in the blank? All right. Now, I'll give you a little bit of my help. So let's look at the sentence first. Okay, we have B from PM channel. Thank you. So this is a comment from our YouTube viewer. Thank you. All right. So I'll explain the sentence a bit. Okay, so it says this is, so it's focusing on something. Okay, this is, and then something, and then meal. So do you know what a meal is? A meal. Okay, anyway, a meal is like, when you have food, maybe for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, or maybe as a snack. That's a meal, okay? So here it's talking about a meal, and it says something about the meal, which we'll review in a moment. Okay, and it says they have ever had. So this group had, or eaten in this case, eaten this meal, and the meal was something, but we can make out from the choices that it's a very bad meal, right? Okay, so we have lots of B's as our answer, and the correct answer to this question is yes, B. So congratulations to all of you, okay? We say this is the worst, okay? The worst meal they have ever had. So this meal, maybe it's like dinner. It's like the worst, the most terrible thing they have ever eaten. It tastes very bad, for example, okay? So worst is the superlative form. Superlative form of adjective. So it's like the highest degree, okay? When we use a superlative, we normally have the word the, all right? We use the in front to say that it's like the highest degree, the best, the worst. But for a, worse, that's a comparative form. So comparative. Comparative form, it's for comparing things, okay? For comparing things, which normally it is followed by the word than. Okay, but here we don't have than, we only have the. So it's best to choose B, worst, the worst, all right? And let me add one thing. We say worse, okay, as a comparative. We don't say worser, okay? There is no such thing as worser in English, okay? This is incorrect. All right, let's move on to our next sentence. Okay, here is our second sentence for today. There's a blank again, but as you can see, we have a different pair of words. So what do you think is the best answer to this question? What should we write in this blank? I'll give you a minute, okay? Okay, so we have some answers coming in. So I have A from Pocon, A from PM Channel, and B for PAR. Okay, thank you for participating. Now, let's look at the meaning of this sentence first. So it says she didn't something enjoy the movie. So we can see that it says didn't. So it's a negative sentence. And she what? Didn't enjoy the movie, she didn't like the movie or a film. Okay, so this person didn't like it, but what should we write in the blank? So we have A's and we have a B as well. Well, for this one, the correct answer is A, quite, okay? We say she didn't quite enjoy the movie, which means she didn't really enjoy the movie. She didn't like the movie so much, okay? It's not like she hated the movie, but like she didn't like it that much, okay? So we say she didn't really enjoy the movie in this case. Now, why don't we choose quiet? Well, quiet here, it means like something is silent, right? If something is quiet, it is silent. So it wouldn't make sense here. That's why we chose an A. All right. Well done, everyone. Let's move on to number 3. So this is our third sentence. What do you think is the best answer? And for those who have just joined, we are doing a grammar quiz. We are looking at many different words and try to choose which ones are suitable for the blanks. Okay, so you will learn many new words as well, and you will learn how to use grammar correctly. Okay, so if you're enjoying this, don't forget to give me a like or a heart, and if you think it is useful, don't forget to share it to someone you know, okay? And if you don't want to miss out live video like this, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell button, or press like on my Facebook page and press see first. All right, so I'll give you some time to think. What's the best answer? What should we write here? Oops. Give me a moment. So what should we write here? Okay. Any guesses? All right, I'll explain the sentence to you first so that you have a better idea, all right? So here, we have one answer coming in from our YouTube viewer. So PM channel said B, okay, thank you. And we have A, right? Okay, so let's go back to our sentence first. Says the post office. Okay, so the post office is a place, and it's normally a building where you can send and sometimes pick up letters and parcels and so on, okay? And this one, it says the post office something close to here. If something is close to here, it means it's not far, okay? Not far away. Maybe you can just walk for a short time and you reach it, okay? And it's closed today. So closed today means what? It's not open, all right? So the post office, something is close to here, is closed today. So this post office, which is not far from here, is not open today. So what is the best answer? Any more guesses? If you're not sure, just have a guess. You may surprise yourself because you may get the right answer, okay? Now we have two words, who and which. And for this one, the best answer is, okay, we have one more answer coming in from Pokon. So B, thank you. Right. Okay, let's review this sentence answer. And the best answer is B, okay, which. So we have which here. Okay, so the post office, which is close to here, is closed today. So this place, and we have more information. So here, the words between the brackets, which I have just drawn, are for giving more information. So the post office, which happens to be close to here, it's not any post office, it's this post office, okay? What? It's not open today. So here is just extra information, okay? So that's why we choose which. And why do we choose who? Who is normally used with like a person, but the post office is not a person, so we choose which, okay? So like a thing or a place, we use which, okay? Place. Okay, it's more appropriate. We use who with a person. Okay, now let's look at the next one. Okay, this is a bit similar, but think carefully. What's the best answer? Okay, so I'll explain this sentence a little bit. So it's talking about Chris, who is a person, okay? And Chris, something, but served me. So in this case, it's like to serve food, like a waiter, okay? Or to take order at what? In that restaurant. Okay, so a restaurant is, of course, where you go and you can have a meal. Okay, so that person is my brother. Okay, so he is your very close relative. So what should we answer for this one? We're talking about Chris, who is my brother. What do you think is the answer? Is it A, who, or is it B, that? We're talking about person. What do you think? Any more guesses? All right, so I'll review the answer for this one, and it's A, okay? Chris, who served me in that restaurant, is my brother, right? We use who because we are talking about Chris, and Chris is what? A person, okay? We don't normally use that with a person, so we say A, who, okay? Chris, who served me in that restaurant, is my brother. So the words here between the brackets are actually extra information, okay? The main sentence is actually Chris is my brother, but we want to give in more information. So we say, which Chris? Well, it's the Chris who served me or like gave me the food in the restaurant is what? Is my brother, okay? So the answer is A. Now, you may notice a slight difference between this one and the previous sentence, okay? So here, before which we didn't have any comma, and after here, we didn't have any comma, okay? But here, we can see that we have commas around the information that we're adding in. That's because this one, it's like an extra piece of information. If we remove that piece of information, we still know that we are talking about a person named Chris, okay? But for this one, the previous one, we don't normally put commas because it's important, because we are talking about a post office which is close to here. It's not any post office. If we put a comma, it's like not essential information, not important information, and it wouldn't really make sense because we're talking about a post office and it's anything, it's not specific. Unlike this one, Chris, which is specific. That's why we can put a comma because, even if we take that information out, we still know it's about Chris, okay? Let's move on to the next one. Okay, here is our fifth sentence. A horse is running what? The field. So a horse is an animal and the animal is running, so it's moving forward really fast and it's in the field, okay? The field is like a large flat open area, like a large grassland that can be called a field as well. So what do you think? Is it running in the field or running at the field? So this one tests your preposition knowledge. What do you think? Any viewers, if you're watching now, just choose one answer. I'll give you some time to understand the sentence and choose your answer, okay? All right, so this sentence, a horse is running what? The field. Any more guesses? Okay, so we have one answer, two answers actually, so we have A and A. Okay, how about other people? I know you're watching. have a go, okay? It's okay if you got it wrong because you will learn more, all right? So any more guesses? Okay, so, oh, look, one more. We have A from PM channel. Thank you for participating. Okay, so for this sentence, the correct answer is in the field, A. So you all got it correct, okay? A horse is running in the field. Okay, we have one more viewer, one more answer. So from Kun Kanok1, okay, thank you for answering. Yes, it's A. So you all got it correct. A horse is running in the field. So normally we use in when like we're talking about, being in a place that is very big. So a field is very, very big, right? So we can say it's in the field. But at, it's more like focus at a single place. Okay, so here it's more suitable to use in. But again, I want to tell you that, preposition in English can be tricky. Sometimes they don't make sense. So the best way is to read often and then you see the patterns, okay? Like what preposition goes with what word, okay? And you can also refer to a good dictionary, right? Which shows which words are normally used together, which words are collocations, all right? But for this one, I'll tell you that we use in because it's like in a large area, all right? Let's move on. Okay, so this is our next sentence. What should we write in this blank? Is it ought or is it should? I'll give you some time to think. Okay, looks like we have one answer coming in from Sunirat. You said A, okay. And A from PM channel on YouTube. And A from Par on Facebook. Okay, thank you for all of your answers. Let's look at the sentence. It says something. Something is anything. We are not being specific, okay? And then to be done. So here, the speaker or the writer is saying that, we need to do something, but it's not specific yet. Okay, but that thing has to be done about this situation. So a situation is like, what happens right now, okay? So what happens right now, maybe it's not good. So we need to do something about it. So, we have more answers. We have A from Pokon and A from Kanok1. Thank you so much. So yes, you all got it right. The correct answer here is A. Something ought to be done about this situation. So we need to do something, we should do something about this situation to make it better, okay? And we use ought because ought is always used with to, right? Ought to, which means the same as should. But here in the sentence, we already have to, so we can't say something should to be done, okay? So should is normally followed by the base form of the verb. But ought has to be followed by to first and then the base form of the verb. So here is the clue. That's why we choose ought, okay? But these two words actually mean the same. So well done, everyone. And next one, okay. Okay, so what do you think? I think we have 10 sentences today. Okay, so what should we write in this blank space? Okay, it looks like we have some answers coming in. We have A from Kanokwan, B from Par, A from Pokon, and A from Sunirat. Okay, let's look at the sentence first. She prefers bright colors, something yellow and light green. So this person prefers. If you prefer something, it means you like that thing, okay? And we have A from PM channel, all right. Okay, so if you prefer, it means you like something. And in this case, she likes what? Colors which are bright, not dark. Like the example here says yellow. Yellow is a bright color, right? And light green is a bright color. It's not dark like black or blue or something. Those are dark colors, but these are bright colors. So should we use such or like? Well, the correct answer here is like. Okay, we can use the word like to show an example. Okay, like doesn't always have to mean you like something. Okay, you prefer something, but here likes is an example. So she prefers bright colors like. So this is to give an example. Two examples actually. She prefers bright colors like yellow and light green. All right. So this person likes colors which are bright, and here are two examples of bright colors. Okay. So we use like. And why do we use such? Well, if we want to use such to show an example, we normally say such as. Okay, so if there's as, then B would be correct, but here we don't have as, just a blank like this, so like is the best answer. Okay, how about this one? This one is similar to the previous one. It's talking about examples as well. What do you think is the answer to this one? I'll give you a minute. Okay, we have lots of answers in, so let me show them all. So we have B from Konokwan, we have B from Pokon, B from Par, B from PM channel. Okay, and have such, that's B from Shaila. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Okay, so where you're from, may I ask where you're from? Shaila or Shayla, I'm not sure. Okay, please correct me if I'm wrong. And we have B from Siripong and also B from Sunirat. All right, so lots of B's. And yes, for this one, the correct answer is B. So you all got it correct. Congratulations. So the clue is here, right? It has as. The store or shop sells fruits. Okay, so fruits are like, things you get from trees, right? Where you can, that you can eat. So the store sells fruits, and then we say such as. Such as means, for example, it's the same as like, okay? And the examples are what? Apples and oranges. So apples, oranges are examples of fruits, right? So we can see that this is a little bit different from the previous one. So this one, we use like because we don't have the word as, right? And for this one, we use such because we have as already in the sentence. As you can see, we can use such as or the word like to give an example or examples, okay? So we can choose one, but for this one, we already have asked, so we have to select such. So well done, everyone. Let's move on to the next one. All right, I think I have a couple more sentences, so let's check this one out together. I didn't see something in that room. What do you think? I'll give you a minute. Okay, we have some answers coming in. Let me check. Okay, lots of answers. So, Sharla, you're watching from India. So thank you so much for joining in. Okay, I hope it's useful for you, today's video. I hope it's useful. Thank you. So we have A from Kanokwan, A from Siripong. Okay, and anyone, that's A, all right, from Sharla, right? Okay, and we have A from Lufrila. Okay, where you're from, Lufrila? I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And A from PM channel on YouTube, and also Sunirat said A. Okay, cool. So everyone said A. And yes, the answer is A. I didn't see anyone in that room. Okay, I didn't see anyone in that room. So maybe I took a peek inside a room and I didn't see any person inside. So you can say I didn't see anyone, because anyone can be any person. It's indefinite. We are not focusing on any specific person. Okay, right? And no one means there's no one, right? Why don't we use no one? Does anyone know why we don't use no one in this sentence? Does anyone have an explanation? Okay, does anyone want to explain why don't we choose no one? Why do we have to answer anyone? Okay, we have I don't know. That's okay. I'll explain in a minute. But right. Any guesses? Why don't we write no one? Why don't we say I didn't see no one in that room? Okay, so the reason that we don't say I didn't see no one is that, it will create something called a double negative. So what is a double negative? Well, it's when you have two negatives in a single clause. So we have didn't see, that's negative, and no one, that's negative. So, if we think about it, if we say I didn't see no one. Oh, right. We have one explanation from Popcorn. So, cause you used didn't already. That's correct, because we already used the word didn't, which is a negative already. If we say I didn't see no one, it's kind of like, crossing each other out. Okay. If I didn't see no one, it means I saw someone, right? And it would be the wrong meaning we are trying to convey. Okay. So we don't say I didn't see no one in that room. But it's true that, in conversation or in some groups of people, you may hear them say double negative, okay? But if you want to write and speak properly, you shouldn't use double negative, okay? That's why we can't say B. We don't normally say, I didn't see no one in that room. Yes, I think the listener or the writer will understand your meaning, but it's not really good. Okay, the best way is to not use double negative and say I didn't see anyone in that room. All right, well done everyone. I have one more sentence here for you. What do you think is the correct answer? I'll give you some time to decide. All right. Okay, we have some answers coming in. So we have B, a B, and another B. Okay, any more answers? Okay, while I'm waiting, I'll explain the sentence to you. Okay, we have A from PM channel. Right, that's good. Let's look at the sentence first. So we, that's the subject, right? Something to each other. To each other is the same as to one another. Okay. So each other, when we say we do something to each other or we do something to one another, it's like, two people or two groups interacting, okay? For the past week. So like 1 week ago, up until now, okay, one last week, 7 days, we did or didn't do something to one another, all right? Now, we have A from Pa but not sure, right? And B from Pokon. Okay, thank you for all of your answers. Right, so here, let's look at the choices. We have didn't speak and haven't spoken. So speak is like to talk. And these two words are negative. So we can understand that in this sentence, the meaning is that, we, probably two people, okay, they did not talk with one and another. So like these two didn't talk, okay, in the past 7 days. And so most of you said B and have some A's. Well, I will review the answer now. And the best answer here is actually B, haven't spoken. Okay, I'll explain why. Didn't speak here is a what? A past tense. Okay, we use the past tense to talk about something which happened in the past and it's finished. Okay, but here, haven't spoken, this is a present perfect, okay, simple. So what is a present perfect simple? Well, it's a structure that we use to talk about something which started in the past and then it keeps on happening or is still true until now, okay? So we use haven't spoken because here in the sentence, the clue is actually past week. So for the past week means, for the last week. So 7 days up until now, this thing is still true. So it started happening 7 days ago and it keeps on happening until now. So that's why we need to use the present perfect simple, okay? Because it didn't just start and ended in the past. It's still true now, but it just started in the past and keep on happening up until now, right? So the best answer here is, of course, haven't spoken. Okay, we can write it in this blank. So we haven't spoken to each other for the past week. This means a a pair of people, so the two people, they haven't, talked to one another, no interaction for at least 7 days. It started, how they don't have any interaction started in the past, but it's still true now. So remember, use the present perfect simple. Okay, I just recap again. We use the past tense to talk about something which started and ended in the past. Okay, but we use present perfect simple to talk about something which started in the past, but it's still true right now in the present. All right, and yep, I think that's all of the sentences for today. Thank you to everyone for joining in. If you have any topic you want me to teach, please just send me a message or type in the comments area, all right? And okay, I have a question. Thank you for the question from Kanok1. Okay, so fruit is a countable noun, isn't it? Yes, fruit is a countable noun. Let me go back to that question, sentence. Where is it? Fruit. Okay, so let's look at this sentence together. Yes, fruit is a countable noun. That's true. And the plural form of fruit can be written in two ways. So we can say a fruit, right? F-R-U-I-T, a fruit. And we can say two fruit, or we can say two fruits. So we can add an S or we don't add an S. That's for you to choose. Okay, but it's just that if you decide to use fruit for plural or fruits for plural, you should keep it that way throughout your writing, for example. And yes, fruit is a countable noun, as you can see in this sentence. I hope this clarifies the word for you. What do you think? Did I answer your question, or do you want me to explain a little bit more? Please tell me in the comments. All right. So yes, fruit is a countable noun. Okay, thank you for the answer. Thank you. So I hope it's clear. If it's not clear, please feel free to ask more. Okay, so Paul, what do you want me to explain more? So let me just add a little bit more. Some words in English, in the plural form, even though it's countable, but the plural form you don't change. So like fruit is a good example. One fruit, okay, but we can say two fruit or two fruits, okay? Or maybe another word like sheep. Okay, we say one sheep, right? But we also say two sheep, okay? We don't say two sheeps. We don't add S, all right? This is an example. But so if you want to be sure, remember to look these words up in the dictionary, okay? So you know whether each word is countable or uncountable, and you will know the plural form, if it's normal or if it's non-standard, okay? So, yep, that's it. Does anyone else have any more questions? I'm free to give you all the answers, okay? And so thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me some likes, some hearts, and thumbs up, all right? And if there's any topic you want me to focus on or want me to teach, please also do tell me. You can type in the comments area or you can message me, all right? And if you don't want to miss my live videos, because I'll be going live 2 times each day right now. So we have another video in a few more hours, around 4:30 Thailand time. So that's UTC +7, okay, Bangkok time. Around 4:30, I'll be going live and the topic will be even more interesting, okay? So don't miss, right? So if you don't want to miss, press subscribe and the bell button on YouTube, or like my page and press see first, and you will not miss my live videos. And please also help me by sharing this live video. I'm sure that it will be helpful for many of your friends. Okay, so yeah, that's all for now. That's my only request. All right. And thank you again for joining in and staying until the end. So I'll see you in a few more hours. All right. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, so yep. Okay, so I'll just read a little bit more comments. Bye. Yep. Okay, see you soon, Par. And thank you for watching as well, Pokon. Okay, so see you in the late afternoon. All right. And yes, thank you, PM Channel, for joining in my lesson today as well. All right. Bye, everyone. See you soon. Oops, I have some more comments. So, ขอบคุณค่ะ thank you. Okay, and bye. All right, see you in the late afternoon. I hope you all can join me. Bye.